Case K. R. Krishna Chattyar vs. Sri Ambal and Company. Air 1970 SC 146 is a landmark decision by the Supreme Court of India, delivered on April 24, 1969, concerning a trademark dispute under the Trade and Merchandise Marks Act, 1958. It primarily dealt with the issue of whether the trademarks, Sri Ambal and Sri Indal, for snuff products were deceptively similar, causing a likelihood of confusion among consumers. Key details. Parties *. The appellant, K. R. Krishna Chattyar, was the proprietor of the trademark, Sri Indal, used for snuff. The respondent, Sri Ambal and Company, used the trademark, Sri Ambal, for their snuff products and had applied for its registration. Background *. Both parties were engaged in the manufacture and sale of snuff in South India. The respondent's mark, Sri Ambal, was registered, and they sought to restrain the appellant from using Sri Indal, alleging deceptive similarity. The appellant, in turn, applied for registration of Sri Indal and opposed the respondent's registration, claiming prior use. Issue *. The primary issue was whether the trademarks, Sri Ambal and Sri Indal, were deceptively similar under Section 11(a) of the Trade and Merchandise Marks Act, 1958, such that their use would likely cause confusion or deception among consumers. Legal provisions *. Section 11(a) prohibits registration of a mark likely to deceive or cause confusion. Section 12(3) allows for concurrent use of similar marks if honest and without likelihood of confusion, subject to conditions. Appellant's argument *. The appellant argued that Sri Indal was distinct from Sri Ambal, as the names referred to different deities, Indal and Ambal, both female deities in Hindu mythology, and were not likely to cause confusion. They claimed prior use of Sri Indal and honest adoption of the mark. Respondent's argument *. The respondent contended that Sri Ambal and Sri Indal were phonetically and visually similar, especially in the context of snuff sold to a largely illiterate or semi-literate consumer base in South India, who might confuse the two brands. They argued that the similarity in sound and appearance could lead to deception. Lower court and registrar's findings *. The Registrar of Trademarks found the marks to be deceptively similar and refused registration of Sri Indal. The Madras High Court upheld this decision, emphasizing the phonetic similarity and the likelihood of confusion among consumers, particularly due to the similar packaging in trade channels. Supreme Court's ruling *. The Supreme Court allowed the appeal, overturning the High Court's decision. Key findings *. The court held that while the marks, Sri Ambal and Sri Indal, shared the common prefix, Sri, and had some phonetic similarity, they were not deceptively similar when considered in their entirety. The names, Ambal and Indal, referred to distinct deities, and the court noted that consumers familiar with these names, common in South India, would likely distinguish them. The court emphasized that the marks should be compared as wholes, not dissected into parts, e.g., focusing only on Ambal vs. Indal. The court also considered the evidence of honest concurrent use by the appellant, finding no intent to deceive and no significant instances of actual confusion in the market. The court allowed the registration of Sri Indal under Section 12(3), subject to any conditions the registrar might impose to avoid confusion, e.g., distinct packaging. The decision balanced the protection of trademark rights with the principle of honest concurrent use, recognizing that both parties had established goodwill in their respective marks. Significance. This case is a foundational precedent in Indian trademark law for assessing deceptive similarity. It established that trademarks must be compared as a whole, not by isolating individual components. The likelihood of confusion depends on the context, including the nature of the goods, the consumer base, and the trade channels. Honest concurrent use can justify the registration of similar marks under Section 12(3), provided there is no intent to deceive and minimal risk of confusion. The ruling clarified that phonetic similarity alone is not sufficient to establish deceptive similarity if other factors, e.g., distinct meanings, consumer perception, differentiate the marks. Comparison with cited cases. Soni Kabushiki Kaish vs. Shamrao Maskar, AIR 1985 BOM 327, *. Unlike Sri Ambal, where the court allowed concurrent use due to distinct meanings and honest adoption, the Bombay High Court in Soni refused registration of Soni for nail polish due to the strong reputation of Soni's mark and the high likelihood of confusion across different goods. Sundar Parmanand Lalwani vs. Caltex, India, Limited. Air 1969 BOM 24, *. In Caltex, the Bombay High Court found a likelihood of confusion due to the reputation of the Caltex mark and potential overlap in trade channels, contrasting with Sri Ambal, where the Supreme Court found no deceptive similarity due to distinct consumer perceptions and honest use. Legal references. The judgment is available on legal databases such as Indian Kanun, Indian Kanun.org.